Hello Potato and welcome to Just Add Water Wednesday, where today we're paying a visit to one of our old non-sponsoring friends. No, not Samyang this time. This time we're going to visit again with the folks at Nongshim. It's a brand I've had before. It's been high quality up to this point, so I have no reason to think it won't be today either. And it is vegan curry noodles. And I hope it's good because there's 6 of them in here. I picked up at my local Sam's Club, hence the Fight Hunger logo on it, and they're well within date. They're good till next March, so they're not even out of date. We're doing like in-date stuff nowadays. It's amazing here. So what you see on the package here is a tiger who will not be in there, and a presentation of the curry that will in no way look like what's going to come out of that bowl. There are not going to be big succulent slices of mushroom or a bisected Brussels sprout. And you know what, that's fine with me because I don't like either of those things. Now obviously if you watch this channel, you know I'm not a vegan, I'm not even a vegetarian. That doesn't mean you can't try things that are vegan or vegetarian appropriate just to try them. Just because I eat meat doesn't mean I have to only eat meat, right? Right. All right, what's this say here? 450 calories per bowl. I don't think you can read that, it's probably off the camera, but there it is. 450 calories per bowl, 38% of your daily sodium, which is not as bad as some things we have tried. And will contain, I guess, no meat. We have potato starch, flour, dried flakes, carrot, green bell pepper, red bell pepper. Not flavors I'm particularly a fan of, so that should be interesting. Mushroom, onion, parsley flakes, soybean paste. So I'm wondering if the sauce in this is going to be like a powder packet or like a paste packet. And it does tell you how to get your noodle texture. That's different. So these are not ramen, these are ramyun. This is ramyun noodles with sauce mix. I'm not an expert of noodles, but I'm guessing that it's just kind of like soba and that kind of thing. It's probably just what it's made out of. The size it is, udon, contains wheat, coconut, soy, and sesame. Manufactured and distributed by Nongshim of America, Rancho Cucamonga, California. Manufactured in a facility that also processes shellfish, fish, eggs, and milk. So also peanuts and tree nuts, but that's not the point I'm making here. There's a potential then for non-vegan contamination to your vegan curry. Now, I'm not a big expert when it comes to curries. I've had very few of them in my life, but I have had an instant Just Add Water curry before a couple years back. I tried the curry cup noodle, which was quite good. I think it was another one that's like really super high in sodium, but it had a good flavor, and I actually cooked it in here, which I don't generally do anymore, but it did make the room smell really, really nice. So here's our vegan curry noodles. Good thick insulated cup so I won't burn myself carrying it. Now on here, does it show it on here too? It does. So I think I'm gonna actually go for a little closer to the al dente. I like a nice firm noodle. So maybe 3 minutes 45 instead of 4 minutes. But it's good to give you that on there. Just if you like a softer noodle, you want to let it go longer. So instructions seem pretty straightforward. Completely remove lid, add sauce mix, pour room temperature water to the line inside, about 1 cup, microwave for 4 minutes, stir well, and serve. So let's pull off the top here and see what we have. Taking it off entirely is unusual, really? So I guess this is going to just splatter the inside of the microwave. That's good to know. So it feels like it is a powder packet. We do have our noodle puck. We do have some dried veg in the bottom, as you would expect in ramen, or I guess ramyun. So let's open up our seasoning packet. So we can get, there we go. Sorry, our sauce mix. It's not a seasoning packet, it's a sauce mix. I don't know why I just tore the corner off. I need to open the whole thing. It's not sauce, it's powder. I guess I got used to doing well, I just got powder all over the table. Got used to doing the ones that have like some of the liquid sauce in them. All right. It's kind of cakey in there. It doesn't really want to just slide out. If we open the bag wider, and give it a little extra encouragement. There we go. So what's that smell like? Unsurprisingly, it smells like curry. Would you say it smells pretty good? Let's try a little bit of that seasoning on its own there. Not bad. Just like the slightest bit of spice. But yeah, I mean, it tastes like the kind of like Japanese style curry I've tried before. I mean, all like 2 types of it I've tried, one of them being curry cup noodle. So, it says to fill the water up to the fill line, which is nice and clearly marked. I happen to have a cup of maybe a little bit below room temperature water over here. So, fill that up. And no, that it takes more than a cup. That is not to the fill line. You've lied to me, Nongshim. That's what I get for listening to you. Well, I'm gonna go finish filling that to the fill line. I will tell you that before cooking it, it does smell quite nice. But I'm gonna fill that up to the fill line, and then I'm gonna nuke it for about 3 minutes, or rather 3.5, 3:45, and then we'll come back and we will try some vegan curry noodles. I'll be right back. And I am back now with our fully cooked vegan curry noodles. So I did add the rest of the water up to the fill line, which maybe was a mistake. Took about maybe 1/8 of a cup more to finish filling it up. But it's a lot soupier than I was expecting. Also, somehow all of the, in the microwaving process, a lot of the vegetable flake seemed to end up at the top of the noodles, which is interesting, given that they were at the bottom of the container when we started. It's a lot soupier than I thought it would be. The again, my only previous experience with Just Add Water curry is the cup noodle, which had a fairly thick sauce when you're done. There was not a lot of water left in there when you were done. And maybe it's because I did it on the shorter cook time to have a firmer noodle. That could be the problem. I mean, it could be not a problem. It could just be fine. I mean, it shows a fairly saucy product on the box, so I don't really know what to expect. So it's entirely possible that the issue is purely me. It does smell quite good. It smells different than the curry cup noodle, which, I mean, it's higher quality probably, so that stands to reason. But it smells like a lighter sort of a scent. The spice in it smells like higher up than what I was expecting. I was expecting kind of a deeper smell. This is a lighter smell, which is, again, not a bad thing necessarily. I do feel like by the time I'm done, there probably won't be a lot of sauce left. It seems like it's actually gone down, I think, quite a bit just as I put it down in here and I started talking about it. Maybe my stirring it up is causing it to cling to the noodles, and if I let it sit alone, it would all drip back off. But I feel like there's less noodle or like less sauce there than before. So let's give it a try. See if we can get a reasonable bite here onto the spoon. All right, and down the hatch. Well, I mean, they're hot, but that's because it just came out of the microwave. But there is some spice there too. I feel like if you are spice averse, you probably want to give this a pass. The spice doesn't stick around very long, but I'm going to be honest, it is spicier than I thought it would be. I thought it would be more flavor, more mild. It's short-lived heat, but it's definitely there. And I used to feel like a little bit of the after effects from it. So yeah, if you're not a spicy person, you probably do want to give these a pass. This is not, I mean, it's not, still made a mess. It's not like super spicy curry or anything, but it is spicier than I thought it was going to be. Good though. You can definitely taste that there's less salt in it. It's not super salty, but at the same point, if you didn't tell me that this was vegan, I don't know that I would know. It's instant noodles. I'm not expecting big chunks of meat in there anyways, so. But I wouldn't necessarily know that there wasn't any in the sauce. And let's try some of the sauce just on its own. A little oily. Interesting, and I've dripped on the table. Let's give it a try. Okay, weirdly, on its own, the sauce doesn't have like a lot going on at all. That seems weird. And yeah, the sauce is definitely reducing. There's like none in here now. So I guess just let it sit a minute and that sauce like entirely goes away. Yeah, weirdly, the sauce on its own, I don't get, look at that, there's like no sauce left now. It's all gotten soaked in or evaporated or whatever. But on its own, I don't get that much spice from the sauce. It's like somehow combining it with the noodle makes it spicier, which is weird to me. Let's go for one more bite before I finish this off. And then go actually eat it for real. All right, nice generous bite this time, I think. The noodles are still quite hot. Yeah, those aren't bad. I feel like they're missing something. And I know, I mean, the joke answer would be meat, but I don't think that's it. There's just, I feel like there's like a flavor note that is missing. And again, no, I don't mean meat. But I don't know what it is. I mean, meat certainly wouldn't hurt, but then it wouldn't be vegan anymore, and that would sort of defeat the purpose of selling them as vegan curry noodles. Could use more garlic, but I don't feel like that's necessarily that authentic an Indian flavor, or indeed a curry via Japan flavor. But it's not bad. It's not bad. I will probably finish eating this, but I feel like I will need to have something else with them. I mean, of course, instant noodles, not super filling on their own anyways. There's not generally a lot of, what's the protein level in this? Non-existent, I'm guessing? 8 grams of protein, so okay, not awful. Not great, but not, I've certainly had instant noodles with worse levels of protein than that. But I feel like I need, maybe it's just more, something more substance I need with it. It's not even necessarily a flavor so much as just, I need chunks of something, potato, something in there. Maybe when I've had like proper Japanese style curry, it's had like big chunks of potato and carrot in it, and maybe that's just what I'm missing. I'm associating the flavor with something that should have something chewy, like something like big and I mean, noodles are chewy. Words are failing me here. Just, it needs something like, I think some chunks of potato would be perfect. Or maybe, something else similar to that. Something with just a little more there to it. But still, not bad. Not overly spicy, but probably spicy enough that if you don't like spice, you want to avoid them. And also not super, super salty. So that's definitely a plus. And now that all of the liquid has gone from my lunch, I suppose I should go and eat it before it starts to pull moisture out of the air. I hope you found this at all interesting and entertaining. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.